Alright, welcome back to Dinopedia, entry number 18, the Dimorphodon. Remember to like if you like and subscribe down below for more videos. So of course today we're going to be looking at the Ark Survival Dimorphodon, looking at tips and tricks for the Dimorph, potential add-ons for Ark Survival Ascended that will make it more unique and more useful, and reworking for my new game Dino World. Let's get into it. So of course the Dimorphodon for Ark Survival, it's a reptile, it's a prehistoric lizard, so it's Kingdom Animalia because it's an animal and group reptilian. Its description is a small flyer because it is a small flying reptile. So the traits, of course, passive unless the player attacks first or steals their eggs, so you can walk around them, no problem, but if you do attack one of them or steal their eggs, even accidentally, they will all swarm you. Their attack pattern is to dart in for a quick attack and then dart away, and of course they spawn in packs of 2 to 5 dinos, similar to compies, so best beware because if you attack one of them, they will all quickly attack you, dart away, and then quickly attack you to probably kill you instantly, because their base attack is pretty high. Looking at their health stats, you've got health 125, stamina and oxygen 150 each, food and water 900 each, weight 50, melee 23, so if you are a base level player, level 5, level 1 Dimorphodons will kill you instantly, so best beware, don't attack them unless you have something to defend yourself with. And then walking speed at 0.8 meters per second, with flying speed of a very fast 4.5 meters per second, with a torpor of 100. So tips for the Dimorphodons. First, we have to talk about the Magic 6. A pack of 6 Dimorphodons get an extra pack buff, making them more speedy and gives them all extra stamina. Using their extra speed. Using their extra speed, oh yeah, it makes them more speedy in the Magic 6. So if you get 6 Dimorphodons in a pack, you get an extra speed buff, making them more speedy, along with their already regular pack melee buff and a very small hitbox. They can all swarm even large creatures such as trikes, carnos, and stegos without even getting killed. So very useful to just, take down a carno. If you need a carno killed, just set a pack of Dimorphodons on them. They're very easy to tame. You just hit them with like 1 to 2 trank darts and they're all down instantly. So like, just get a bunch of them and then just, stick them on a carno that wanders too close to your base and get a quick, easy kill. So of course, swarm calls. Having a swarm around you is useful when hunting, as you can whistle them to target a creature even if you're a good distance away. So let's say you're trying to find a Rex, and you see a Rex, but you also see a pack of raptors. Well, if you have a swarm of 6 Dimorphodons, they're going to be very useful in taking down at least some of those pack of raptors. So let's say you just leave those raptors away, stick the Dimorphodons on them, run away, raptors will be distracted, and even though you're really far away, the Dimorphodons will still get some easy quick kills on those raptors. So pretty good overall. Now here's some pretty cool tricks. So double damage. When attacking an enemy's player's dino while they're riding it, the Dimorphodon will deal damage to both the player and the dino at once. So they actually deal 2 attacks in one. So they attack the dino that the player's riding, and it attacks not only the dino, but also the player that's riding it. So imagine if you were using a Dimorphodon on a Diplodocus that can hold multiple players at a time. You're going to be able to attack the Diplodocus and all the players that are riding on it. That is a damaging trick that's very useful in combat. And then Cave Swarm, having the magic pack of 6 plus a shoulder pet to cave with advanced protection against all minor annoyances. So a swarm of Dimorphodons will deal quick and easy kills to any minor annoyances in the cave, with the shoulder pet allowing you to get some passive buffs along with advanced protection. And of course, basic damage, basic defense. Place a pack of 6 on wander and put them in a corner or a tower to keep them patrolling a certain area. And if they're near a tower, they will swarm around the tower. If they're in a corner, they will always stay in that corner. So very useful if you're trying to patrol like a door or a hidden secret entrance. So potential add-ons, I think there should be a swarm ambush. If a player steals an egg, a swarm of Dimorphodons will tackle the player and knocking them to the ground and tearing into them as a cool in-game animation. So Dimorphodons are actually very powerful in real life, so I think not only should they attack you, but if you steal an egg, they should try and just absolutely kill you. Tearing into you, they will just tackle you to the ground, knocking you to the ground and just tearing into the players as a cool gaming is like a cool kill animation, which I think would be pretty cool. And also critical hits. When a player is critical, the Dimorphodons will aim and attack their head to quickly get the kill. So basically, if a player's already critical, the Dimorphodons will be like, we'll just get a quick and easy kill by going for your head. I think that'd be a pretty cool extra add-on as well. So of course, looking at both the Jurassic World and Ark Survival Dimorphodons, pretty much the same design here. The Jurassic World one looks a bit better, but that's only because the Ark Survival one is a little bit lower quality. So pretty much the same similar vibe here. They both kind of look exactly the same, just the one in Jurassic World looks a little bit more detailed. Now comparing it to ours, I would say the Ark one is better, but that's because we're just using a simpler model, and the Ark one even has feathers on its wings, which I think are pretty cool, but we just decided to get a basic one. So the Dimorph, obviously we shorten it from the Dimorphodon to Dimorph because we shorten all the dinosaur names if we can. The Dimorph in Dino World has two forms, the normal one, which is the wild and tamed dino variant, and the mutated Dimorph, which is the product of two tamed Dimorph mating, breeding, and laying an egg that is incubated plus a gene computer. So of course it's still an animal, it's also in the group reptilian because it is still a lizard. Its class is flyer and subclass is small flyer as usual because it's a flying reptile and it's a small flying reptile. So the subclass of flyer of a small flyer. So of course the stats in Dino World compared to Ark, not much changes in most of the stats. However, stamina is upped to 200 instead of 150. Food and water is down almost to half to 500 each. Melee is increased to 25, do a little bit more damage. Speed is increased to 1 meter per second instead of 0.8 meters per second walking, and flight speed is increased to 5 meters per second with a fortitude of 0 because it is a small flyer and most animals do not have a fortitude. This one's way too small to even justify having one. So additional traits, number 1 is sticky claws. This allows Dimorphs to cling to other dinos, trees, and cliffs. This will allow them to, just stay put, stay on a tree and ambush a player if they get too close, or on a cliff's edge, or on other dinos. So let's say you're just, transporting your base. They just stick to a Bronto and, just don't waste any stamina traveling with you. That'd be pretty cool. Critical hits, obviously, Dimorphodons aim for the heads of creatures who are critical on health. It's basically like the critical hit add-on that we talked about for Ark. Putting this, but instead of just players, it's for all creatures that are critical on health. And finally, critical swarm. Whistle the attack of a creature in which a swarm of Dimorphs will always aim for the head and vital organs, body parts of that creature. So that is a critical swarm, has a cooldown of 30 seconds as most abilities do, and is mostly a combat ability. So finally, as always, we're going to talk about spawn rates for the main map Europa. Blue is guaranteed, green for very likely, yellow few to likely, orange for rare, red for very rare, and of course purple for dead. So in this map, we have the Swampland as the place it's very likely to find Dimorphs, but also you can find few to likely Dimorphs in both the beach biomes and the river biomes, mostly in the forests. So in the taiga rivers, the beaches by the jungles, and of course the redwood and cherrywood rivers. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like it. Comment down below your thoughts. Everyone have a blessed day, and as always, toodaloo!